Hello everyone, this is your lecturer Hajirah Farooq, and today I'll be discussing the week 3 and 4 of your module called the Introduction to Business Operations and Management, semester 2 for cohort 12. The module code for this module is BMM 3003. The short form that we usually use for this one is BOM for reference. So we'll be starting off with what we have discussed in the third week so that we can summarize it a little bit for you. So the learning outcomes for this session were to understand the fundamentals of human resource management and development. The learning objectives were to understand the role of HRM in organizational success, understanding employee motivation and engagement, and HRM functions such as recruitment, training, performance evaluation, etc. So we started off this class with an icebreaker activity where we asked the students to share their understanding of HRM and their experiences with HR in organizations. Then we moved on to discuss the course structure again, just for revision purposes. This course consists of 12 weeks, each covering essential topics. You will gradually build your understanding from week to week, ensuring a comprehensive grasp of business operations. Then we moved on to understanding what is human resource management. So HRM basically involves managing people within an organization to achieve organizational goals effectively and efficiently, as stated by Armstrong in 2012. The main aim of HRM is basically to hire the best of their skills and time for the um, company's goal and growth. Then we discussed the 5 main human resource management objectives or the functions of HRM. The first one is determining structure and steering productivity, then enabling seamless coordination and harmony, then ensuring employee satisfaction, improving employee performance, and lastly, facilitating inclusivity and in every sense. So these are again some of the functions of HRM: orientation function, recruitment and hiring function, the performance management function, the good employee relations function, the top-notch training function, the employee benefits function, and the compliance function. So these are basically some of the tasks out of the many. Some of the umbrella or the major tasks that are performed by human resource department in any organization. So here on the next slide, we discussed a little bit more about the basic functions of HRM, and we also watched some videos for further explanation. You can see here as well, the same thing. And then we discussed about the recruitment and selection function in further detail. So we discussed that in the recruitment and selection function, there are different steps that are followed. The first one is to do a job analysis and planning, where the HR department basically dissects the roles and responsibilities, requirements, and qualifications for a particular job. Then comes the sourcing, which involves internal referrals, job boards, social media, professional networks, and even recruitment agencies sometimes. Then comes the screening, where it is screened to match the candidates' qualifications and experiences with the job requirements. Then comes the interview stage, where the shortlisted candidates proceed to various rounds of interviews. Then comes the assessment and testing stage, where depending on the role, the candidates might undergo assessments or tests to validate their skills. Then comes the reference checks, where the references provided by the candidates are checked to verify their background, work history, and character. Then comes the decision-making stage, where after careful evaluation, the HR team collaborates with the relevant departments to make an informed hiring decision. And lastly, offer and onboarding, where if the offer is accepted by the candidate, the onboarding process commences to ensure a seamless transition into the organization. Then we discussed some of the importances of training and development. The first importance is the enhancement of skills and adaptability. The second one is increased productivity and efficiency of the employees. Third one is employee engagement and satisfaction. Fourth one is innovation and strategic alignment. And the fifth one is risk mitigation and customer satisfaction. Then we had a little interactive exercise about it was a motivation assessment or quiz, you can call it, that we did, followed by a discussion. Then we discussed about the employee motivation and engagement. So employee motivation is a process that energizes, directs, and sustains employee behavior in the workplace. It involves the factors and strategies that influence employees to work towards organizational goals with enthusiasm, commitment, and initiative. Motivated employees are more engaged, productive, satisfied with their work, and leading to higher performance and better outcomes for the organization. Then we discussed the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which includes the psychological needs, safety needs, love and belongingness needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization needs. We study this basically to understand what exactly the employees need in the particular stage of their career or of their life, so that the HR can adapt to their particular life stages or scenarios and situations to kind of or accustom to them so that they can provide them the best at their workplace. Then we also discussed that how the culture impacts HRM function because culture can have a profound impact on various HR functions within an organization. So yeah, this was about the week 3. Let's move on to the 4th week. Okay, so starting off with the week 4, um, the learning outcomes are assignment overview and the review of project management. So we started off with a quick recap of the last week where we discussed the reflective model that the Gibbs reflective cycle again. And then we also discussed another reflective cycle model that is called the Kolb's learning cycle. And yeah, so we discussed that. It has 4 stages: concrete experience, reflective observation, abstract conceptualism, or conceptualization. At some places it says, and the stage 4 is active experimentation. Then we did a little activity with the students to make them understand more about this particular reflective model. And then, yes, we also discussed the assignment brief. We went on to the Moodle. Your assignment brief is readily available for you in the assignment brief section in the Moodle. You have to access the cohort 12 assignment brief for semester 2, and there your assignment brief is available. So thank you so much for listening to me. For any further information, you can log on to your Moodle and you have all the information provided there as well. Thank you.